gentlemen, this contest is for the Ultra Championship.
Here comes the challenger, Hammerstone, and this opportunity a long time coming. Made it official by defeating the self-proclaimed baddest MFer in all of pro wrestling, Shaft, last time out at Into the Void, earning this opportunity, a date with destiny. But can Hammer finally bring home the gold?
This is the match I have been waiting for all night, the match I've been waiting for all year, the match I've been waiting for since the last time we saw Hammer compete against Penta El Cero Miedo for the heavyweight title. One of the most anticipated matches in the region is only moments away as Hammerstone finally gets his shot at the PCW Ultra Championship. And he will go one-on-one with the man about to come from the locker room right now.
Champion coming from the locker room from somewhere beyond the grave, the man of 1,000 deaths, Mil Muertes. Muertes winning the championship back at Wrestle Summit, defeating Shane Strickland, Swerve for the title. Has defended it since against the likes of Sami Callihan, Dan Moff, and legendary Savio Vega. Mil Muertes has truly seemed at times impervious to pain, but expect him to get some heavy artillery courtesy of Hammerstone. What a heavyweight title clash we have coming your way.
He may be impervious to pain, but your boy Hammer is very much used to dealing out pain. Very much used to dominating his opponents. We saw classic clashes from Hammerstone against Brian Cage. We saw Hammerstone rise up the ranks and ultimately came just barely short.
Ladies and gentlemen, this attraction is one fall, 60-minute. It is your semi-main event of the evening, and it is for the Ultra Championship. Your official in charge of the action once the bell rings, senior official Rick Knox. Introducing first, he comes to us from Phoenix, Arizona. Weighed in earlier at 254 pounds of certified U.S. beef. He is your challenger, Hammerstone. Hammerstone. The opponent, he comes to us from beyond the grave. He is the man of 1,000 deaths. He is your current reigning, defending Ultra Champion, Mil Muertes. One fall for the Ultra Championship.
Both champion and challenger have defeated a who's who right here in the Ultratorium. For the challenger, you mentioned those epic battles with the FM Machine, Brian Cage and Hammerstone. Defeated the likes of Jeff Cobb, as well did Hammerstone. Came within an eyelash of winning the title in a matchup with Penta El Cero Miedo, as you mentioned. But in the aftermath of that matchup, Penta showing respect to Hammer, saying, "You are the future of this company." We'll see if those words of the former champion ring true here in this main event matchup.
When a man with zero fear like Penta is able to say something like that about you, you know you're on the right path. But for Hammerstone, he needs the validation of wearing this championship. He wants to be the king of this region. And he is so close. Only 3 seconds away from being able to do that is Hammerstone.
Christian, you mentioned Hammerstone dishing out punishment, but we've seen the type of punishment that Mil Muertes can eat. Last time out at Into the Void, he ate a couple of those signature spin heel kicks from the legendary Savio Vega, and it was seconds after that that he hit the flatliner to retain the title. I haven't seen anybody that is as resilient when it comes to eating damage as Mil Muertes.
No disrespect to the legend Savio Vega, who has went up and down the roads from Puerto Rico to Canada and everything in between, but he is not Alex Hammerstone. Hammerstone, a man made out of absolute steel. Look at that, and able to jump 6 foot in the air to deliver that picture-perfect drop kick. There's something special about this guy, I tell you what.
He did indeed, but look at, right back to his feet is Mil Muertes, who attacks. Look at this, beautiful overhead belly-to-belly suplex by Hammerstone immediately into the cover, and only a count of 1.
Yeah, only a count of 1 there. And that goes back to what TK was saying earlier in the broadcast, that Mil Muertes will just be able to take punishment. He's just, something about the man, he's inhuman. His name translates to 1,000 deaths in English, and we've seen him come close to dying every time we're here with the opponents he's run through, but he continues to be the champion. And look at that, the agility.
You know, in my estimation, just in using the eye test, Hammerstone putting on some size for this matchup, never been bigger or stronger, and I think maybe Mil Muertes dropping a little bit of weight and more agile than we've seen in recent months.
Yeah, I agree with your observation, Todd. You know, the story of Hammerstone is not complete unless we discuss that when he came into the company, John Vitale and some of the management team here thought he was best served as a 205er. Has come in as an ultralight contender, and Hammerstone obliged. He wanted an opportunity. He dropped a few pounds. Oh my God! Eats a nasty spine buster there. Cover from the champion.
Dropped a few pounds, got dropped like a bad habit there by Mil Muertes.
Yeah, but he gained it back, Todd. I mean, he gained that weight back. He wanted to be taken seriously as a heavyweight competitor. And I don't think there's a person in this wrestling community that doesn't take Hammerstone seriously at this point.
Hammerstone did pretty well in that division as well. Beat Yoshitatsu maybe twice in one match at one point. Look at this. Big shot there by Hammerstone, trying to finally reach that destiny. Big time missile drop kick off the top. Hammerstone has been coast to coast. He's been competing in MLW as well. How about those battles with the likes of Davey Boy Smith Jr.?
Yeah, he's been tearing it up across the country with Major League Wrestling on television, and Hammerstone really has been proving himself to a national audience on what we've known since the beginning, that Hammerstone, my God, one of the best in the business, but he's gonna need all of that. He's gonna need all that acumen, all that confidence that he's accrued over the years to defeat Mil Muertes for the richest prize in PCW.
Crossbody by Muertes. Not where you want to be with the champion. Out there in that anything goes environment. And as we've come accustomed to know here in PCW Ultra, when the Ultra Championship is on the line, there's going to be a lot of leniency from the officiating.
Rick Knox, our referee, he knows exactly what he's doing, Todd. And he understands this industry. He's been around for 20 years at least. Oh, now it's getting dangerous. You can see Rick reacting. He's going to make his way out to ringside. You don't want to have this spill out towards the fans and beyond the guardrail, which is exactly what's happening. This is a dangerous space for our fans in the front couple of rows. And Rick's losing control here, Todd.
Champion and challenger battling it out in this heavyweight hoss fight for the Ultra Championship. Going to the eyes is Mil Muertes. Little skullduggery, you might say. Uh-oh, look out here. Prone position here for the challenger.
Hammerstone in a bad spot here. Mil Muertes now looks to retrieve it. Is that a chair? Oh man. This could get real dangerous real quick here with the introduction of a chair from ringside.
No count being administered right now by senior official Rick Knox. Champion and challenger battling it out, trying to get the advantage. The only way Hammerstone's gonna take home the title though, Christian, is if he can get the champion back in the ring. Not happening at the moment.
Oh, this thing is spilling out. They have reversed sides. At one point, spilled out beyond the guardrails on the north end of the ring, now to the south end of the ring. These two are just fighting. It's turning into a brawl here. And who would have thought a championship match of this caliber would be a barroom brawl as it is now?
Hammerstone measuring the champion, charging in. This thing has broken down in a hurry, Christian.
And all these sick and twisted degenerates in Wilmington, they seem to like what they see right now. Nearly everybody in the building on their feet, taking in the sights and the beauty that is Alex Hammerstone.
Hammerstone right now, though, until that big right hand, was leading the dance when it comes to this brutal ballet. But a nice counter shot by the champion, and now countering in kind, but not kindly, is the challenger. Back to the ring now, which bodes well perhaps for the challenger, because again, that's the only way he can win the title.
Yeah, he doesn't want to spend too much time, does Hammerstone, on the outside. I mean, you're not going to get a sanctioned victory standing out there. With these two now exchanging right hands. Oh man, nice pump kick. What's Hammer going to do here?
Look out here, trying to get the champ up into a fireman's carry position. Counter though by Muertes.
Oh.
DDT on the apron. Challenger in a bad way right now.
Rick Knox taking a close look at Hammerstone, who is in a bad spot. I mean, he looks out of it, Todd.
I thought that Hammerstone would maybe try to take advantage of his conditioning, take this match into deep water, because Mil Muertes, including over Savio Vega, sometimes makes fairly quick work of his opponents. And but now, certainly the champion in firm control, and we'll have to see if the challenger is capable of recuperating after that DDT on the apron, Christian.
Yeah, I mean, I think the champion is thinking the same thing you're talking about, Todd, which is just wait it out. Get a 10 count, go home, have a beer with your wife. Hammer just making it back in there.
This is what, Bride of Frankenstein?
Yeah, it's the Bride of Frankenstein. You got that right.
Muertes, though, now in control. Another DDT. Hammerstone's rocked. He might be completely out. Here's, oh, Hammerstone kicks it too. Instinct, ability, wherewithal, what was it, Christian?
I think it's all the above, Todd. I think it's the desire to become the king of the mountain here at PCW Ultra. And now the attitude of Mil Muertes in the face of a very well-respected official, Rick Knox.
Muertes, the champion, will do that. He will intimidate. That is for certain.
See, right here, Mil Muertes just wants to slow things down. He wants to take the breath out of the lungs of Hammerstone and potentially tire him out. I mean, the longer you keep that, position, the more likely it is for Hammerstone to be out of this match going forward.
Trying to keep the crowd out of this matchup as well by wearing down the challenger.
Yeah, really smart by Mil Muertes. Again, taking that crowd out. The one, I mean, look, love him or hate him, I certainly love Hammerstone. These fans are totally behind him at this point in his career. And Hammerstone now hearing the fans gear up, and he's going to gear up himself.
Challenger digging way down deep. Second win here by the challenger, but runs right into that flying clothesline, courtesy of the champion.
Cover.
Almost puts him away again. Now, Hammerstone having to dig down deep, kick out time and time again, fight back from the rear chinlock, but certainly the time of possession offensively squarely in the favor of the champion right now, Christian.
Yeah, I mean, we have not seen in our 4-year history Hammerstone in such a precarious position. Oh, able to reverse the Irish whip there was Hammer. Oh, man. Just didn't have the speed to get there. Hammerstone is in a lot of pain right now.
Ate the post there on that shoulder. Did Hammerstone, that might take away the velocity of the Nightmare Pendulum. But now, well, we're on even footing, aren't we now, as the champion hits that post as well. Seesaw matchup. Champion, challenger collide dead center of the ring, and both look dead to rights right now.
Wow, and look, Rick Knox is starting that 10 count, both men down. What a shame it would be if he got to 10. That would mean that Mil Muertes would retain the title on a double knockout.
Is that the champion's advantage that Muertes tried to take advantage of earlier when he tried to get the count out victory, Christian. And that tells me something too. That tells me that the champion really does have to respect the power and ability of his challenger here.
How could you not? I mean, he looks like a Greek god, does Hammerstone. Hammer now. Able to isolate. Look at that. Reversal by the champion. Hammer jumps up, gets all the leverage he can, momentum with that clothesline.
Beautifully executed. Now you're seeing that conditioning. Maybe perhaps now the challenger taking Muertes into that deep water. I think Muertes is usually built more for a sprint than a marathon. And Hammerstone going to work, starting to chain together the offense. Valkyrie missile, one of his signatures.
He hit it, Todd.
Is he going to make history, Christian? Didn't secure much of a cover though, partner.
No, I don't think he has the lungs for it at this point. The damage that Hammerstone has taken, I mean, sure he's a god. I mean, sure he's a supreme being, but he's been in a fight here, and he's absolutely showing the effects of it, and now just eating right hands. There's an answer.
You said it, big elbow counter by the challenger. Full head of steam by Hammerstone again. Got caught in that quick power slam, center of the ring. And again, the resilience of Mil Muertes, legendary. Eats the elbow, immediately counters with that power slam. How do you keep this guy down, Christian?
I don't know, he sort of reminds me of a Mexican version of The Undertaker. You just can't keep him down, he just keeps popping right back up. Seems to have some sort of a soulless body. I mean, the guy can just fight through anything. Oh, man.
Going for the Valkyrie again. Now following up, stringing the offense together. German suplex. Power bomb perhaps coming. Yes. Hits it. Sits out. Here we go. New champ coming.
Oh,
no.
Damn
Muertes kicks at 2 3/4.
God. Man, I wanted that so bad for my boy Hammer. He was so close to becoming champion. You don't get too many chances like that in a heavyweight title match. Hammerstone just a half a second away from becoming champion.
Muertes always like he's got ice water running in his veins, but maybe it's formaldehyde because he just continues to preserve himself as champion and fight on. And we'll see if Hammerstone has an answer. Perhaps was thinking Nightmare Pendulum, but again, continuing to move forward is Muertes.
Irish whip reversed, sliding goes the champion Mil Muertes, and a big right hand right to the face. And oh man, beautiful spear by Muertes directly into the cover, and that's, just two.
This has been one hell of a power struggle for the richest prize in PCW Ultra, the Ultra Championship, as we commemorate our 4th anniversary. What a title battle we have. Neither with the ability to put the other away thus far. What in the hell is it going to take?
Handful of hair Mil Muertes has on the back of the head of Hammerstone. Oh, Hammerstone, though, able to break out. Oh, backcracker from Mil Muertes.
Is that going to do it? Here's the cover. 2, Hammerstone kicks out again. We've seen virtually everything in this heavyweight title class, Christian. We haven't seen the Nightmare Pendulum. We haven't seen the Flatliner. It might come down to who can pull the trigger first.
My money would be on the champion, Mil Muertes. I mean, the Nightmare Pendulum can only be hit if you got 2 arms, and Hammerstone's only working with 1.5 arms right now. All the damage he's taken throughout this match, and what's the champion doing? Mil Muertes going to the top rope.
In a matchup like this, you got to pull out all the stops. You get out of your comfort zone, and that's what Muertes is doing right now, but cut off by the challenger at the moment. might be a pivotal turning point in this matchup.
Hammerstone is fired up, trying to dig deep for that second wind. Just push through the pain and the arm injury that he sustained during this match.
Well, while Muertes has been living in a coffin, Hammerstone's been living in the gym, and it's paying off. The conditioning, perhaps a factor here at this point in the matchup, deep into this title match.
Valkyrie missile hits Mil Muertes in rough shape. The champion, challenger, rarefied air. Will it happen? Damn!
Huge superplex by the challenger, and I'm for one, am just glad that the ring held up.
Yeah. Just the amount of mass crashing into the center of the ring. Could have easily collapsed the ring. Hammerstone.
Is that gonna do it?
Oh man, he can't even cover him at this point. Only 2. If he was able to dig deep for that leg, he might have got 3 there. Hammerstone exhausted, Hammerstone injured.
What else do you do, Christian? Silver bullet, stake through the heart.
That
How
sounds
do you,
like he's gonna
how do you
need
kill
one of
this
those, yeah.
freaking monster? Perhaps the top monster in that monster mythology is Mil Muertes. Oh, a little sign language. Oh no!
Oh, flatliner!
Hammerstone trying to roll to the safety of the ropes. Can the champion hold the cover? No! Hammerstone got there.
Yeah, way too close. Mil Muertes goes in for that cover, rolls to his back on a press and only gets 2. Hammerstone just right next to the bottom rope, using whatever he had left to just break the count.
Question is, though, Christian, how much damage was done there? Champion certainly has the challenger right where he wants him now, or so we thought. Hammerstone caught him with a counter strike. He's got something left. Launch position, countered by Muertes. Watch out, Rick Knox. Looking for the flatliner again, fought off by the challenger. Boot to the midsection. Is this gonna do it? Not often the monster has to deal with a nightmare, but he might have one coming his way. Look out, nightmare pendulum.
He hit it. Will this be it? Yes! Yes! Finally!
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and new PCW Ultra Champion, Hammerstone.
Hell yeah! I told you, Todd. I told you since 2015, Hammerstone would be the PCW Ultra Champion. You didn't believe me. I predicted the future.
Hammerstone's day has
Shut
come.
up, Todd. Awesome. Hell yeah, Hammer. Hammerstone is the champ, baby.
Celebratory mood here for my partner, Christian Cole.
I like being proved right. Yet again, I am right yet again. Hammerstone, and you can see the emotion. You can see Hammerstone went through hell and back.
The faithful telling Hammerstone he deserves it. And that is certainly the case. He deserves it, and by God, Christian Cole, did he ever have to earn it?
He earned it. And look at that. That is what a mythological god looks like when he is a wrestler and now a wrestling champion. Hammerstone left it all in the ring, and he deserves every bit of adulation that he's receiving. We have a new PCW Ultra Champion, and it is the Greek god known as Hammerstone.
And at Anniversary 2K20 truly is the creamiest of them all and the Ultra Champion.